very important business practice. This could be either during the pandemic or after, is knowing where your money is. I would suggest personally trying to digitize everything, having an audit come in, just so you know how and where and when money is being spent and what is the rotation or cash flow within your business in general, not just in restaurants. Of course, giving back is one of the things that I would consider a good business practice. I would not say it is expected, but it does help you sleep better at night. You don't necessarily have to get anything back from it. But we, for example, us, especially within the family and within Canchos, we don't help the community because we're expecting anything in return. It's more of we want to sleep better at night.
Welcome to another episode of Takhlees.
As a child is also displayed here on the wall. So there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of personalization. We try to bring who we are to the table, which is why it's also called Canchos.
What I admire of any entrepreneur, to be honest with you, when you have that history, and when you start a business, if you don't forget about who you are and where are you coming from. If you are going really to put this soul into the business, believe me, it's going to be something amazing.
Marwan always told me it's all about your passion and it's all about the heart and not just bringing in all the ingredients, because unfortunately, well, to remind everyone who's watching, I lost to my homegrown kulma food to him, to a food he never ever tasted in his entire life, only YouTube. Wow. And I think when you come to Canchos, it reminds me of my childhood, especially because of the calderetang kambing. It reminds me of Sunday Filipino feast, even if we have Mexican food with us as well. Thank you for bringing good food to the table, and it's really a delight for you people out there. When you come here, you're really going to enjoy.
And I'm sure a lot of people are hungry by now, so I want, please tell them, where is your location?
Okay, so we are located in Hyatt Place Hotel building, right next to Almay Supermarket in Murakabat Street, Dera, Dubai. You can give us a call at 04-228-7197 or message us on our social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram. It's Canchos Restaurant. You should find us right there.
Don't forget, not only for dining, you can also have and avail of their ready-to-cook meals.
Exactly. So these are available. So whatever you see here on this table, we have them in vacuum seals packed ready for you, so you can have that sweet date night.
Do you have calderetang kambing in a vacuum?
It is coming up soon. Coming up very, very soon. We're just finalizing a few things.
All right, once you have it, please let Rose know, because I will be dropping by.
For sure, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Thank you so much again. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Takhlees. If you have not liked our YouTube channel yet, kindly press the like button, subscribe, and also press on the bell so you get notified every time we have a new video. Welcome to Canchos. Guys, come on, join us now. I know you're hungry. Let's eat. Thank you.
Thank you.
And visit Canchos.
Yeah, see you soon.
Like to tell them, despite of everything that's happening to us? What would you like to advise young aspiring entrepreneurs who wants to join the entrepreneurship right now?
this crisis, I know losing money or gamble your money you're saving in to do the business, it's risky. But when I say you will never risky when you have the plan. So try to do the plan first and put in the situation in the last page of the plan what you're gonna do after doing A, B, C, D planning. That's my advice for everyone.
Happier, healthier, and safer UAE. This is what we believe in Hayat Institute. Hayat Institute is the first company which started it all for the Lama Group. We are a member of Mohammed bin Rashid establishment, and we stay true to the word in itself, Hayat, which means life. We started as a medical training company because we wanted to bring people back to life. With basic life support, advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, first aid courses, and all of the other medical training courses you can ever think of. But we're no longer just a medical training company. Nowadays, we have also started allied courses, such as your IELTS reviews, as well as the first ever KHA approved curriculum, Vlogging School, which is coming up soon. At the end of it all, we all stay true to saying we still want to have a happier, healthier, and safer UAE, no matter what course you bring into. Because in life, there's only one thing that stays true, and that is training and education. That is development, and that is making yourself better each time.
Together, let us unleash the entrepreneur in you. With just 499 dirhams, you can start your own business. We are here to support you to provide different services. Legally, we are going to provide services for you. If you want to start your business plan, we can provide the service for you, we can help you out, and if you want to have networking opportunities, we can provide it for you. So, whatever that you need, it's a one-stop shop from A to Z. Being a member in Takhlees family, you are going to get all the support that you need. We are going to support you with the government services, with legal services, marketing, advertising, and the most important thing, to plan for your business. We are going to be with you step by step, from the planning stage, execution stage, and to maintain your services. Over here at Takhlees, we believe in you. Everyone has the ability, everyone has the talent to start something new and to start something unique.
Ako ay Pilipino, nangangarap at nagsusumikap para sa pamilya, gagawin ang lahat.
Matatag at may prinsipyo, naglilingkod para sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Lahat kakayanin, kahit mahirap. Nananalig at nagtsatsaga para sa hinaharap.
We are the Filipino Institute with more than 80,000 successful graduates, more than 200 trainers, and 15 campuses across the GCC. We are FI. We inspire Filipinos.
To Mr. Marwan and to Mr. Rain, thank you for your initiatives in helping our fellow kababayans in pursuing their dreams to become an entrepreneur. I've met you maybe for a few months ago when I was asking for some advice on how to renew my license or how to get my license regarding the schools, regarding the events, and those insights are very valuable to me. So right now, I would like to share maybe some of my insights and experiences during the COVID period. First of all, my experience regarding the COVID, that's really one of this out of this world, because for 15 campuses, my main problem is the rent. So for the rent, I have to immediately make a decision. I have spoken with the realtors and all the people who are involved, and you know what? They don't want me to leave the rent. So for the first thing I did was to write a letter to ask for the permission, because for starting for the March until April, Dubai and other Emirates started to issue memos telling us you cannot do learnings or you cannot open your schools. If you open your schools, you have to pay fines. So for me, I have to make a hard decision because for this one, I have to tell them I have to close the school. And for that time, maybe late March, everything was really uncertain. So I have to tell them I will not be renewing. So for all the campuses, thank God, I didn't have any problems with the
To
realtors.
have a better look into the training industry around the world and around the globe, the value of the training industry is 370 billion US dollar, which is actually the total spend on 2019 from different companies. And 61% of the training actually done by those companies are actually contracted by a third party, which is the training centers. And the had expected actually to reach it up to 423 billion US dollar in the during 2020 to 2024. So you can see the value actually of the training industry when it comes to those numbers, and you are going to see the need for the training industry. The training is an important part when it comes to the learning and development. It's actually a vital part when it comes to the recruitment, when it comes to the business growth, when it comes to the performance, and all of those things actually are actually important when it comes to the business sector. Now, when it comes to the new trends during the COVID-19 in the on training industry, we are going to see three main trends over there. The first trend is change in spending pattern. The second trend is shift in digital pattern. The third is the change in media consumption. So let's talk about first the spending pattern. When it comes to the spending pattern, we notice that actually the customers are going to put the training in their last priority when it comes to the spending. What happened is not something that actually is minor. As Mr. Gabriel mentioned, a lot of people lost their job, and a lot of people, they don't know actually what's their future. So they are saving their money for the upcoming month when it comes to the expenditures. However, the training going to be affected big time because customers and individuals are going to be very conservative when it comes to spending those money on training. When we're talking about governments, when we're talking about business sectors, we're talking about companies, there are really a lot of things happening over there when it comes to the relocating of the budgets and the expenditures. So most of the companies are going to cut the budget of the training, and usually this is the easiest, let's say, cost center and the thing that actually most of the companies are going to think about to cut it immediately. So they are going to shift and relocate the budget into something to sustain themselves and to survive. And also the training centers. Most of the training centers were closed during the lockdown. And some of the training centers adapted a new concept of the virtual learning and the online distance learning, plus the blended learning. However, this change affected the employees themselves. There was a reduction in their salaries. Some of them actually they lost their job. It was very hard for the training centers now to maintain the human capital, especially the talented one, because their salaries are very high. And to keep spending on them without earning is actually going to have a negative consequences on the training center themselves, the financial part. So that's why there was a lot of dramatic change in the spending pattern. Now, those trends could be in the negative side and could be on the positive side. And we are always believe that there are always opportunities when it comes to the spending patterns. And I think this is now the best time and the perfect time for the decision makers and for the policy makers, and plus for different business owners to look into the services which actually is going to be a budget friendly for the customers, plus has a less cost of service when it comes to the expenses and expenditures of the company. Now, the second trend is shift to digital pattern. And the digital pattern now became a trend, honestly, and all around the world. As Mr. Gabriel mentioned, that actually there are a lot of platforms over there providing free services, free of charge. We do have Zoom, we do have Google, we do have Microsoft Teams. A lot of those platforms actually was very great. But the things here that we need to take in consideration that we need to know and the experience of the trainees themselves without compromising the three main elements of the training. We need to make sure that we deliver the knowledge, we deliver the skills, and the attitude, the right attitude of the trainee himself. So we need really to take in consideration those kind of things. Yes, it's very great, it's a good opportunity, but at the same time, the outcome of the training, are we really achieving the outcome? And now most of the companies, most of the employers, they are going to take note that a lot of people accumulated a lot of certificates during the past month. And their concern is going to be, did you take it online or not? Because it's very easy to obtain those certificates. So this trend, as I told you before, could be negative to the negative side or could be to the positive side. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Dennis Alejandria, a proud Bicolano from Concepcion Grande, Naga City. I am working here in the UAE for over 10 years. Ngayon, kasama ko na po ang aking family. I have my wife Pearly, my son Dan Benedict, and my daughter Natasha Nicole. I am presently working in an oil and gas company as a contracts administrator. Also, I am serving my community as the Dean of the Filipino Institute Ajman. I am also the founding president of Field Club Ajman, and I am proud to be an expat. We have to do our very best kasi hindi natin alam what's tomorrow. Hindi natin alam kung anong meron ang bukas, kung ano pa ang plano sa atin ng Maynila. So, para sa akin, ang purpose ng buhay, kaya tayo binigyan ng dalawang kamay. Isa para magtulong sa sarili at ang isa para magtulong sa kapwa.
So depends on who you talk to. They would have a different perspective of what should be taken care of first. They have a different perspective as to what is critical. They have a different perspective of what the company should focus more on. And we think that if we just look at it from that perspective, it would more or less become a siloed approach, and it might not be as effective as we want it to be. And with that thought in mind, within EY, we realized that we can help out the businesses by creating this framework that I'm now sharing on the screen, and we call this the Enterprise Resiliency Framework. And I would actually commend Takhlees for doing this, because this is part also of building your reputation and trust in the society that you operate in. And I think you do this not because you want to be known as that, but because you feel like it is your social responsibility to be of value, to bring hope, and to help our fellows in the community that we operate in. Because if they succeed, then we also succeed with them.